Hey guys, this is episode 3 of Talking Metal, and today I am going to talk about this album right here, Onset of Putrefaction, or whatever it's called, by Necrophagist. I do not own the CD, so I went and actually printed it off, and I googled how many pixels an album cover is supposed to be, and I don't think they told me right, but Necrophagist is a German technical death metal band founded and fronted by guitarist and vocalist Mohammed Souzmez. The band is known for its rapid and technical composites. The band originates from the Greek roots necro, meaning dead body, and phagist, meaning eater of. So to translate this, the band literally is eater of the dead, which sounds pretty brutal to me. And Necrophagist has been around for 21 years now. They were founded in 1992. Most people do not know this, judging because they only have 2 studio albums to their names. The Onset of Putrefaction, this guy, was released in 99, and Epitaph was released 4 years after that, which is equally as heavy and brutal as Onset. And Necrophagist's debut album, this one, has been out of print for years. The percussion on the album was handled by a drum machine. Eventually a new edition with drum samples recorded by Hannes Grossman was created. All of the old guitar, bass, and vocals were done by Muhammad. The re-release also features 2 songs from Necrophagist's 95 self-titled demo tape, so I guess they have 2 studio albums and a demo to their name. The whole album was also engineered by longtime Necrophagist engineer and producer Christoph Brands at the Iguana Studios. It was mastered by Bob Katz at Digital Domain, Orlando, Florida. The re-release was issued in 2004 by Willow Tip. We heard about Willow Tip on episode 1. That's what Who Flesh God Apocalypse is with. And in August 2001, Necrophagist performed at the Brutal Assault Open Air Festival in Czech Republic. The band also returned to perform in the years 2001, 2003, 05, and then 2010. From the first blistering moments of Foul Body Autopsy to the blazing solo that ends fermented oval discharge, this album slays. Lightning fast riffing, punishing blast beats, and low and gut-wrenching vocals come together in a near-perfect mix of this album, displaying the proper formula for technical death metal. Every track features superb guitar and bass work, excellent vocals, and unique song structuring. That all was done by one guy, except for the drumming. And in this case, only another unbelievable element of how this record is. The first group of songs, tracks 1 to 3, 6, and 8, are a bit rougher, with faster paced and more energetic riffing, while the second group has a more aesthetic feel to it, a slightly more sterile feel and less distortion, and riffs that seem to creep and slink around rather than pounding and chugging. That seems the second group, unfortunately, is really the only flaw to the album. Other than that, it's a 10 out of 10. Not because the songs aren't good, but because they aren't mixed as well. The overall sound is thinner and seems to have less substance, moving towards the flat and crappy production of later tech death bands. Luckily, this band is almost avoided, only approached as the flaws are perfectly suited to know that it's just about all that's wrong with it. But where is Necrophagist today, you ask? I saw them headline for like a gruesome hour-and-a-half set at the first Summer Slaughter I ever went to, which was 2009, and I may add, probably the best lineup for Summer Slaughter to date. When I stepped into the Sound Academy in Toronto, recently named the Docks, it was quite obvious to assume why everyone was there. Half of the people, half or minimum half, close to 70%, I'd say, were wearing a Necrophagist t-shirt. You may notice I am not wearing a Necrophagist t-shirt because I do not own one. Because yesterday I was wearing a House of Thumbs one and then a Flesh God Apocalypse one to suit the video. But I am wearing a Beneath the Massacre t-shirt I bought at Summer Slaughter that night. This is most likely the most gruesome t-shirt I have. I love it. It's got like a gruesome baby holding a nail on it. well, more like a fetus and a baby, but I wear this to every concert I go to, and it's awesome. But Necrophagist seems to have fallen off like the face of the planet. I haven't heard any updates about their third album that they've been working on since around 2004, maybe 2005 at the latest. But just to put that in perspective, that's 8 years ago. Like 8 years in the studio, you'd think they'd have the album out by now. And when I saw them in 2009, they actually ended with a single from their new album called Of Dawn and Demise. You can find it on YouTube, but I will have the appropriate link posted below. But all in all, I believe Necrophagists are the tech metal gods, but they're digging themselves into a hole, I find. It with taking so goddamn long to release their third album. Pretty soon tech death isn't going to be the craze anymore, because you see it kind of declining a little bit. Not really a lot of tech bands out there, but hopefully when Necrophagist does step up to the plate and releases this album, I hope it's just as good as this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, because I've been on a 3-day streak now for posting videos. And just remember to stay metal.